Greetings and welcome. This is the Cell Guru Show with me, Rajiv Makni. Lots of things to do, so I'm not going to waste time. Quickly into it. The Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3, we'll do first impressions. The big cover screen on the front is the big highlight, but there are many other things that they have dramatically improved. Then we'll move on to a phone from Motorola, a phone that has really impressed me, the Moto Edge 20 Fusion. Now, Motorola is a great brand, but they're getting so many things right. This time, the MediaTek processor is a killer. Great specs, very, very good pricing. This is going to make the competition very nervous. The OnePlus Buds Pro, the brand's entry into the premium audio segment, really good sound, but is it worth the 10K price point? And we'll do an incredible comparison. Best phone under 30,000 rupees. We'll compare the Realme GT Master Edition, the Nord 2, the Poco F3 GT. Nord 2 easily the most recommended in this segment, but this is a battle of the best smartphones under 30,000 rupees, and only one can win it. So of course, get started with all the news coming in from the world of mobiles.
Xiaomi has finally introduced its latest fitness band in India. The Mi Band 6 is the most recent upgrade in a long line of popular wearables and brings a host of new features, including a large 1.56-inch color display. The fitness tracker touts over 30 sports modes and now includes SpO2 blood oxygen saturation monitoring. The band is waterproof and you can easily take it for a swim as well. Other features include female health tracking as well as a holistic health score called PAI that gives users an easy to understand look at their fitness levels. Keeping things going is 14 days of battery life. To amp up the fun quotient, Xiaomi is even including over 60 different watch faces, and you can buy alternative watch bands to spice up the band's look. The Mi Band 6 is priced at $3,499 and goes on sale starting 30th August. Google's latest phones might have given India a skip, but the company's new true wireless earphones have made their India debut. The Pixel Buds A includes 12mm dynamic drivers that should give you ample bass and dynamic range to truly enjoy your favorite tunes. The earphones include a range of high-end features like adaptive sound that adjust volume levels based on your surroundings. You also get the ability to translate speech in real time, and this works across 40 languages. Finally, the earphones support hands-free Google Assistant, so you can call out your favorite assistant actions without having to touch a button. Google claims that Pixel Buds A deliver 5 hours of listening time on a charge, and the case adds an additional 24 hours. The earphones are now available for $9,999. The iQOO 8 is official. The popular value flagship maker has introduced its latest smartphone and should be making its way to India soon. The phone sports a 6.56-inch Full HD AMOLED display and backs it up with a 120Hz refresh rate. True to form, the phone is powered by a Snapdragon 888 chipset and has 12GB of RAM as well as up to 256GB of storage. So performance should not be a concern. The phone even gets a triple camera array with a 48MP main camera backed with 13MP sensors for ultra-wide and portrait shots. Yes, the phone is 5G compatible as well. If you want a bit more power, iQOO has launched iQOO 8 Pro with a larger 2K display, a Snapdragon 888 Plus chipset, and even better cameras. The Pro model gets a 50MP gimbal stabilized camera along with a 48MP ultra-wide lens and a 16MP portrait camera. Unfortunately, there's no word on India launch dates just yet.
Our top story today is our first impression of the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. Now, a lot of people are saying this is nearly the perfect folding phone. Compact form factor, 4.2 inches only when folded, 120Hz AMOLED display, very durable main screen, 80% bigger cover screen with added functionality, IPX8 water resistance. And there are many other improvements that are not obvious if you look at the specs. For instance, the cameras have dramatically improved with whatever they've done inside. The battery is still the same. It's priced at about 84,000 rupees. Let's take a look at our first impression.
Samsung's latest foldable phones are here, and they're a breath of fresh air in a sea of similar flagship phones. But it is the Flip 3 that takes notes from a beloved design, the Flip phone, and leapfrogs it into the future. Now, in its second iteration, we see if this foldable has what it takes to take the category mainstream in our first impressions. The outside of the Samsung Galaxy Flip 3 exudes luxury. The aluminum body and glass design combine to create a design that looks ultra premium and chic, but more importantly brings back a smartphone style that we have rarely seen in almost a decade. When closed, the phone is small enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Samsung is using a material called armor aluminum that makes the split halves of the phone feel like one unit, and this extends to the hinge. It's easy enough to flip open the phone, and the solid hinge ensures that you can hold the phone at nearly any angle. Elsewhere, the side-mounted fingerprint scanner is quick to unlock the device. The front of the phone sports a much larger 1.9-inch screen this time around that can display notifications and widgets for quick access. The real magic, of course, unfolds when you flip open the Z Flip 3. Inside, you'll find a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED screen with a 120Hz refresh rate that looks absolutely fantastic. Yes, Samsung hasn't fully solved the crease yet, but it is barely noticeable in everyday use. The screen is vibrant and perfectly usable outdoors with high brightness levels. Once unfolded, the Z Flip 3 feels just like any other smartphone, and therein lies its beauty. To further improve the multimedia experience, the Z Flip 3 ships with stereo speakers that go loud and sound absolutely crisp. The phone is IPX8 rated as well and should be able to take a few splashes. Now you might think that the small form factor means that the phone is going short on performance. However, that's not the case. Running a Snapdragon 888 chipset, the Z Flip 3 is one of the fastest smartphones around and easily punch through any game we threw at it. Day-to-day performance is excellent and you won't be noticing any lags or stutters here. The phone does, however, warm up just a bit during intensive activities. The small form factor dictates that a compromise had to be made on the battery life. The 3300 mAh battery does, however, get you through a day. Charging times aren't the fastest either, and the Z Flip 3 tops off at just 15 watt. Yes, the phone supports wireless charging as well. Talking about cameras, you will find two of them here. The 12-megapixel wide and ultra-wide cameras take good shots with decent dynamic range and exposure control. The phone overexposes just a bit, but overall results are pleasing and won't disappoint at all. That said, we did miss having a telephoto lens for capturing distant objects. On the inside, the phone doesn't have an under-display camera like the Fold 3. However, the selfie camera excels at capturing well-detailed shots. And if you want to capture larger groups, you can even use the cover display of the frame for the shot. Very convenient. Overall, the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 is all about refinement and creating a new kind of user experience. Instead of being an often distracting piece of the hardware, the phone is designed to slip away. The flip action is incredibly satisfying and the outside display works perfectly fine to view quick notifications. Priced starting 84,999 rupees, the Flip 3 doesn't have all the bells and whistles of other flagships, but it makes smartphones cool again, and that alone makes it worth the money.
Let's move on now to our top story. This is the phone by Motorola. I'm going to say it again. I've been saying it for a long time now. Motorola really getting good at what they do. This is the Moto Edge 20 Fusion. Very impressive smartphone. It's got a plastic back, but it still looks great. Metal overall body. Hybrid SIM slot, 3.5mm headphone jack. OLED 10-bit 90Hz display, HDR10+. MediaTek processor. Stock Android 13 5G bands. So lots and lots going for it, including the triple camera setup. 5000 mAh battery, fast charger, and it's priced around 21,000 rupees. Like I said, Motorola, you're doing really good.
One of the many legacy smartphone brands that still exist today, Motorola clearly one of the most trusted smartphone brands in the Indian market. But with the emergence of Xiaomi and Realme, we somewhere lost Motorola in the race. However, things might soon change, or that's what Motorola hopes for, with the launch of the Edge 20 Fusion. The Motorola Edge 20 Fusion ticks all the boxes, at least on paper, but can it outperform the competition? Is this the smartphone that could bring back the glory days for the company? We answer this in our Cell Guru review. Right out of the box, the first thing worth noting is how sleek and lightweight the device feels in the hand, which is a departure from the thick and heavy phones that Moto used to make. The device sports a plastic build with a matte back finish that attracts fingerprints easily, which makes cleaning the phone a never-ending task. We wished Moto used a textured or a polycarbonate back panel to enhance the premium appeal, but where Moto has not made any compromises are the basics. The Edge 20 Fusion comes equipped with a hybrid SIM card slot that allows for either 2 nano SIM cards or 1 SIM card and a microSD card for a memory expansion. The phone also has a 3.5mm headphone jack as well as IP52 rating for protection against dust and water. The Moto Edge 20 Fusion sports a large 6.7-inch AMOLED display and is one of the few handful devices to come with a 10-bit display, which is also HDR10 certified. What this translates to is a screen that is a feast to your eyes, be it watching content or playing games. The colors are punchy, vibrant, and have the right amount of contrast. The screen gets extremely bright and is easily readable even outdoors. Overall, we like the display on the Moto Edge 20 Fusion and easily one of the best in the segment. The only quibble we could find was the thick bezels around the sides, making it feel a little old school. Coming to hardware, the device packs MediaTek's Dimensity 800U processor with 6GB RAM and a UFS 2.1 storage. The octa-core chipset, built on a 7nm fabrication process, is a capable mid-range performer. The phone is fast, smooth and lag-free, and we did not encounter any problems while switching between apps at any given point in time. Thanks to the 90Hz refresh rate, scrolling through the UI feels smooth and fluid. The Moto Edge 20 Fusion runs on Android 11 out of the box and offers a clean Android experience with close to stock look. Apart from that, the company also promises 2 Android updates. The Moto Edge 20 Fusion also supports 13 global 5G bands on both SIMs, which are a segment first and makes it future-proof. In terms of gaming, the device was pretty fast and we could play our favorite games without any hiccups. In terms of camera capabilities, the Moto Edge 20 Fusion comes with a 108MP main sensor, an 8MP ultra-wide and a 2MP depth sensor. The colors are natural looking most of the time, with sharp images and decent dynamic range. The ultra-wide camera, which doubles as a macro shooter, also performs well in ideal lighting. The 32MP selfie camera produces fairly neutral facial tones as well. The Moto Edge 20 Fusion is fueled by a big 5000 mAh battery cell that can easily last a day and then some more. All thanks to the power-efficient MediaTek processor, which aids in prolonged battery life. But as far as charging is concerned, the phone ships with 30W fast charger, which offers decent charging speeds but isn't as fast as what some competition devices have to offer. Priced at $21,499, the Moto Edge 20 Fusion is a solid device that we can recommend to users looking for a good mid-range smartphone, ticking most of the boxes with a good score. However, the design and camera could have been better. If one could get past these 2 cons, the Moto Edge 20 Fusion is a great buy.
Let's move on now to our review of the OnePlus Buds Pro. Now, OnePlus does good stuff, but they haven't really set the market on fire with their audio stuff, right? But this is their entry into the premium segment. So great fit, very, very comfortable, look very nice. The noise cancellation works very well. Now, the earbud stems to control music playback are good. The bass is very nice. The sound separation is very good. Mics work well while taking calls in most situations. Dolby Atmos support, IP55 rating, warp charge, wireless charging, 38 hours of battery life, but they're priced at around 10,000 rupees. Other companies getting very aggressive. So is this good for 10K?
The true wireless earphone market has never been this hot and customers are spoiled for choice. Be it features, audio quality or value, there's something for everyone. OnePlus 2 has been trying to make a mark for itself. Now with its third product, OnePlus wants to take a dig at the crowded premium true wireless category, but can it succeed? The OnePlus Buds Pro take clear inspiration from the AirPods Pro but ups the Apple competition with its chrome stem and gorgeous matte black finish. The chrome stem is where all the interactions take place. Squeezing the stem will play or pause the audio and you can double or even triple tap for additional functions. One glance at the OnePlus Buds Pro and it's clear that these two wireless earbuds look premium. Additionally, they are exceptionally comfortable due to their lightweight design. Weighing just 4.3 grams each, wearing the earphones for hours at a stretch was no issue at all, and the default ear tips sit just right. The pebble-like matte black case of the OnePlus Buds Pro stand out. It looks and feels premium to touch and is small enough to easily slip into any pocket. You will find standard features like a USB-C jack at the back to charge it up, but if you like the convenience of wireless charging, the case supports that too. Now, build quality is well and good, but the real proof is in audio quality. Here too, the OnePlus Buds Pro punch above their weight with audio quality that impresses. The true wireless earphones have a warm sound that is big on bass. Hip-hop and R&B lovers would particularly enjoy the lush lows on offer. However, that doesn't mean that they are lacking in detail. In fact, the mids shine through on vocal tracks and OnePlus Buds Pro sound terrific. The overall sound is comfortable and pleasing for long hours of listening. The earphones also do an excellent job at cutting out ambient noise thanks to active noise cancellation. They're not the absolute best at surrounding you in silence. The Oppo Enco X does a bit better there, but crank up the volume just a bit and you will be enjoying your music without any disturbance at all for hours at end. In fact, OnePlus says you can listen for up to 5 hours at a go with active noise cancellation on, and our tests show that to be true. The OnePlus Buds Pro also include a wide range of features like Zen Mode Air for those who like listening to ambient sounds like nature sounds or perhaps the fall of water while meditating or while trying to sleep. A triple tap of the stem activates this feature. Priced at 9,999 rupees, the OnePlus Buds Pro are a resounding win from the company. Not only are they great for the price range, but these true wireless earphones could easily take on the higher priced ones. AirPods, beware.
Let's take a quick break right now on the Cell Guru Show. When we come back, lots more happening. Welcome back to the Cell Guru Show. We're going to do an epic shootout to find the best phone under 30,000 rupees. And the three that we've actually taken for this is the Realme GT Master Edition just came out. Nord 2 came out just a while back. Poco F3 GT again came out a while back. All three premium feel. Realme GT Master Edition stands out a little bit because of that vegan leather. But I think in terms of pure looks, I think it is the Nord 2. So we'll compare it across many things. The processor, the performance, the screen, all the additional features, especially the camera, battery, fast charging, all of it. And then we'll declare a final winner, which is the best phone from these three under 30,000 rupees.
The sub-30,000 price segment for smartphones is evolving rapidly, and we steadily see new additions by Android manufacturers. This is probably the only price category in India that we have seen with almost a new lineup of devices. The OnePlus Nord 2 has been the easiest recommendation, but put the Poco F3 GT and Realme GT Master Edition in the bunch and confusion is certain. We answer which one comes out on top in our Cell Guru review. In terms of design, all three smartphones offer a premium look and feel. While the Nord 2 features a traditional matte design that looks classy, the Poco F3 GT on the other hand is one of the few handsets to come with a metal unibody design, which is a rarity these days. But the Realme GT Master Edition gets our vote in the design department as it features a unique suitcase design made of vegan leather. It also comes with a curved display at the edges, making it even more elegant and futuristic. Both the Nord 2 and Realme GT Master Edition feel pocketable, ergonomic and lightweight, but the same cannot be said for the Poco F3 GT owing to its larger dimensions. The Realme GT Master Edition is also the only one to come with a 3.5mm headphone jack. Coming to the display, all three of these smartphones flaunt an AMOLED panel with a Full HD Plus screen resolution. What works in the favor of both Nord 2 and Realme GT Master Edition is the 6.4-inch display, which feels a lot more comfortable to hold than the 6.7 inches of the Poco F3 GT. Content consumption on any of these handsets is great with incredible brightness levels and color accuracy. Although Poco F3 GT has a slight advantage as it sports a 10-bit panel which is capable of producing a wider color palette. Another area where the Poco F3 GT shines is the addition of stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos support that perfectly complements the media experience which the competition misses out on. The Nord 2 and the Poco F3 GT are powered by the same flagship MediaTek Dimensity 1200 chipset, whereas the Realme GT Master Edition has gone with a Snapdragon 778G with various RAM and storage options. Despite the difference in SoCs, the performance is almost similar. Whether it's daily tasks or heavy multitasking, these handsets can take it all without breaking a sweat. And to make it even better, both the Realme GT Master Edition and Poco F3 GT support a fast 120Hz refresh rate, making the whole experience a lot smoother than the Nord 2, which is capped at 90Hz. The Poco F3 GT is the clear winner when we talk about gaming performance, as this is the only smartphone with physical shoulder buttons, thus elevating the overall experience. When it comes to the camera department, all three devices are equipped with a triple camera setup. Although any of these devices won't disappoint under ample lighting conditions. But we preferred the images on the Nord 2 a tad more than the others. The images produced were color accurate, sharp, with good dynamic range, all thanks to its 50-megapixel primary sensor, which it borrows from the OnePlus 9. The ultra-wide sensor is average at best due to its low megapixel count and tends to distort around the edges. The macro sensor is the least impressive of the lot. The selfie shooter on all three phones shoots natural looking images with decent skin tones. The Poco F3 GT wins when it comes to the battery thanks to the massive 5065 mAh unit with support for 67W fast charging. The Realme GT Master Edition and Nord 2 on the other hand have 4300 mAh and 4500 mAh batteries respectively. Both of these come with support for 65W fast charging. The price at $26,999, the Poco F3 GT is our pick of the lot as it gets a lot of things right in terms of a capable processor, great display and a large battery. The OnePlus Nord 2 at $29,999 is ideal for users who prefer a good camera and a clean software experience.
This then was the Cell Guru show for this week. But do remember, we have a certain rule out here. If you love this, do remember, come back next week. You'll love it even more. We've got great stuff happening for you.